Man, I know y'all ain't seen my face in about 3 weeks to be exact. You just going through life, man. For some of you guys who may not know, I actually have a second channel, which is my main channel. Basically, it's called Rob Sports Center. That's the name of my channel if you want to go check it out. So I've been putting a lot of energy into that. You know what I mean? Because I've been so focused on this, becoming this entrepreneurship and getting involved with things that I love opposed to like. And you know what? That's actually what I want to touch on with this specific video, right? For the guys who may not know, right? I'm an aspiring sports analyst. You know what I mean? Like what you see Skip Bayless do, what you see Stephen A do, what you see Max Kellerman do, what you see Ryan Clark and a lot of these guys doing. That's where I'm trying to go to. So it was like I say, the generation ahead of us, they failed us in a lot of ways because I never knew any other way to be involved with sports than just being a player. You know, nobody ever told me that, you know, if you don't make it as a player, you could be a coach. Nobody ever told me that if you don't make it as a player, you can get into sports journalism. You know, nobody ever told me that if you don't make it as a player, you can get into sports photography. So it's different ways, even if you want to be a sports agent, you know what I mean? But it's different ways to still be involved with sports if that's your passion, and sports is my passion. You know what I mean? That's all I think about. That's all I talk about. Majority of the people that I talk with, majority of our conversations is sports based. So that leads me to this right here, right? So the thing is this: a lot of us in life, honestly, it's borrowed time. You know what I mean? We're not going to be here forever. Everybody has a time clock. You know what I mean? And our time clock can be up tomorrow or the day after that or the day after that. So you just never know really when your time is coming. So you want to try to maximize on the productivity or being involved with things that you're passionate about, because that's how you get your blessings, right? So we settle for things that's either comfortable or we settle for things that's what we like. And some of us, we settle for stuff just because it's easy. So a 9 to 5, working a 9 to 5, working a fast food joint, working a retail job, a lot of those places are easy. And I mean, what I mean by easy is that it doesn't take a lot of time to see return in your investment. So as soon as you clock in, or however you clock in at a job, you're getting paid for that, right? This right here, this channel is not monetized. So everything, all the work that I put into this channel, I'm not seeing no return in my investment. So a lot of times you get discouraged with the views. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't been posting, is just because I was like, man, why am I taking all the time to do that? And I'm only gonna get 2 views, 1 view, 3 views, and maybe even 0 views. You know what I mean? But you just don't understand that that's a part of the process and you gotta go through that. So that's uncomfortable. So a lot of people, it's not that they're not passionate. Well, the passion isn't strong enough to keep them going when things aren't going the way that they want it to go. So, you know, they just deter and they settle for what's convenient, which is a 9 to 5. They settle for what's easy, which is a 9 to 5. Because with a 9 to 5, it's structure already there. You don't have to create structure. Structure is already there. You're told when you come to work. You're told when you go home. You got a lot of times, and me being one of them, you got people who, when it comes to a job, you might be sick or you might be going through something in your family and you suck it up and you go to work, because at the end of the day, that's your obligation. This is how I'm paying my bills, right? But for some of us, we won't even do that for something that we're actually passionate about. But because we're not seeing a return in our investment, you just say, oh man, it ain't worth the time. You know what I mean? But I say that to say this, you know, and this has been a talk I've been having with a lot of people. And it's just like, bro, I'm at the place in my life where I work a retail job, right? And I like my job. I'm not gonna even lie. I'm not gonna say I hate my job. I can't sit there and tell you, one of the people, that I'm living my life day to day, working a job I'm miserable at. You know what I mean? I'm not miserable at my job. Now, do my job have days where temporarily I might feel miserable? Absolutely. But that's everything. It might be times in your relationships where you feel miserable, but that doesn't mean that your relationship is a failure. It might just be an obstacle that y'all gotta get over. And this is a hump right now. I'm 27 years old, man. I'm still looking. I feel like I found my purpose. You know what I mean? A lot of what I'm passionate about is sports, but also this next level thinking, next level conversations, and next level talking. Like I had a talk with I'm a manager at my job with one of my associates. He's an older gentleman, a military guy. And we just was chopping it up yesterday for like 2 hours. And I'm talking about just I'm engaged in it though because it's what I'm like. We touched on politics briefly. We touched on civil rights briefly. So we just touched on a lot of different things. So these are things that I'm passionate about. These are things that I do for free anyways. Talking about sports all day, I do it for free. Talking about this type of stuff, I do it for free. And that's only a one-on-one conversation. So why not get in front of a camera and have these same conversations and potentially make money off of it? You see what I'm saying? So, and it gets to the point to where it goes from you're doing what you like to you're doing what you love. You know what I mean? And when you're doing what you love, I feel like it's not work, especially if you're able to figure out a way or stay true to what you're doing to pay your bills. I don't think that that's a life worth lived, guys. Like, you gotta understand one thing. Once we leave here, it's over. It ain't no redos. It's not no, oh, I'm gonna come back 100 years from now and I'm gonna get a rerun at it, but I'm gonna have the information. You have to gain the information as life goes on, and you have to make those adjustments. Like I said, I'm 27 years old. I've been working in my retail job for the last 5 years. The years before that, I spent, just kind of trying to figure myself out, growing from a boy and transitioning into a man and just having to deal with life. You know what I mean? And having to learn a lot of stuff. So it's like a lot of the stuff that I know now, it would be pointless for me to have went through what I went through to let all of that just be in vain. So I have to invest into what I'm passionate about. So that's what the topic of this video, and that's going to be the title of this video, guys. We got to get to a point to where we love what we do, and it's not we like what we do. Because if you look at a lot of these jobs, a lot of these retail jobs, even if you got a store manager who probably making, I wouldn't say 6 figures, but close to 6 figures a year, if you go to him and ask him honestly, man, are you all the way happy with what you're doing? It's a rare few of them I feel like you're going to say yeah. You got some people that's their goal, and you can't knock them. You know what I mean? All you can do is just say, I don't knock you for what it is you like and what you want to do. Just don't knock me for what I like and what I want to do. And even if you do, I don't give a fuck. But I'm just saying in terms like, I don't knock you for that lower way of thinking. So don't knock me for thinking highly or thinking next level to try to reach a level that we can't see. So don't, just because you're a surface level thinker, I think deeper. I think above what I can see. I think this is surface level thinking. I don't think here. I think here with my head up, because I want to figure out what can I do and how can I separate myself and how can I put myself in a best possible position to maximize off of this life. You know what I mean? You look around, all of this will cease to exist one day. Your apartment, your life itself, your car you're driving, all of that will cease to exist one day. So we gotta find purpose in what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. And it's okay to work a 9 to 5 to support yourself up until you get to the point to where you can actually do what you want to do, because it's not an overnight process, man. That takes time. It takes a lot of boring time. It takes a lot of motivationless time to get in front of a camera and film and you're not getting any views, or to keep doing whatever it is you're doing, working out, and you're not seeing gains immediately. But in the back of your mind that eventually I will be to wherever it is I want to be in life. You know what I mean? So it's just a never-ending fight. And I feel like that's what breeds warriors. That's what breeds the strong-minded people, the guys the people who doing things that's reached these levels of success, whether it's through sports, whether it's through entertainment, whether it's through real estate, whether it's through whatever it is they doing. It's their mind is conditioned because they went through those steps necessary on the come up to where they was going. So just to leave just food for you guys thought, man. Go after whatever it is you want in your life, man. I promise you, go after it. Whether you want to be a better father, whether you want to be a better husband, whether you want to be a better boyfriend, whether you want to be a better brother, sister, a better I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do, man, pursue it and go after it and be willing to fail and fail and fail and fail until you succeed, man, because that's what it takes. But it's worth it in the long run, because I'm going to leave it at this right here, right? So the ultimate level of success, right, is to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve, right? So I'm going to use this as an analogy, right? And I'm pretty sure most people can relate to it if you know anything about it. So say, for instance, if you're a football player and your goal is to get to the NFL. So you got that mindset from Pop Warner all the way up to middle school, to high school, to college. And now the goal from each level was to get to the NFL, right? So let's say you reach that goal. Some people, okay, that's my goal. Now I feel like I've made it in life now because that was my goal to get to the NFL, right? Now let's just say I die. Let's say I die. After, obviously when I die, I can say my ultimate goal was to make the NFL, and I did that. And I played 10 years, 12 years, however long you played, right? So that was a life worth living. So if I die before I get there, is that a life worth living in this year? Because that was a purposeful life. Because every day of your life, every day of your existence was lived in a manner to get here. So when you work out every day, that's in a manner to get to the league. When you're studying film every day, that's in a manner to get to the league. Whenever you're doing anything that educates yourself or that puts yourself in the best possible position to get to where you need to be, that's not a purpose. That's not a purposeless life. That's a purposeful life. So even if you was to die before you made that dream a reality, that wasn't a life wasted. Now, if you die and all you did was smoke all day, drink all day, try to trick on women all day, and not doing nothing towards what you wanted to do, then that's a life that's purposeless. That's a life that just wasn't worth living. You see what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna talk you guys, like I always tell you guys, I ain't gonna talk y'all to death, I don't try to go over and make these videos 20 minutes, eventually, yeah, I do plan on doing a lot of that, but right now I don't want to just, talk y'all to death, unless y'all want me to, man. Let me know in the comments, man. I do what y'all want, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you guys are taking your time out your day to come watch my videos, and I appreciate that. But, man, that is it for this video, man. If you guys did enjoy this video, or if you guys got a take on it, drop it down in the comment section, you know what I mean? Like, that's going to be, like I said, this channel is used to find like-minded people, and how we communicate is through the comment section. You know what I mean? I read you guys' comments. I go through there. I'll leave a heart on there. I go through and I'll respond. So obviously I ain't got that many comments. So if you comment on my video now, we probably can have a full conversation in the comments alone, just because I don't have that many people tuning in, but I know one day what can actually possibly happen. So it's just staying intact with this guy. You're staying, focused and not, drifting away like I did here previously. But like I was saying, though, that is it for this video, man. If you did enjoy this video, do me a big favor. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, if you own this video and you, to this point, 11 minutes, finna be 12 minutes to the video, man, go on ahead and subscribe. When you subscribe, click that post notification bell. That way you be notified on all times that I drop. And I think I'm finna go back to day to day. I might even start double uploading. It all depends, man. But I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out this thing. Peace.